Good morning, Potterheads. It's time, Saturday morning, time to spend some time with Suhani and Kalpesh on Spice of Life conversations. So, Suhani has been, we've spoken about three sessions already. Today is the fourth session. And Suhani, Harry Potter is in danger. Do you know that?
Yes.
Great. So, let's talk about the third movie, which is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban with Suhani. So, Suhani, over to you.
So we start off with the characters which are new. Of
Okay.
course, there is Sirius Black, who
Mm-hmm.
is escaped Azkaban prisoner. He was stuck in Azkaban for 13 years
Okay.
because of his murder of 13 people.
Oh, is it? I thought it was only the because he influenced the murder of or he gave the information about James and Lily to the you know who Voldemort.
Nope. That is another thing. He also
Okay.
killed 13 people. You will
Okay.
learn, you will think a little more into that, dig a little more.
Okay. So your cliffhanger's already started,
Yep.
huh?
Starting with the cliffhanger.
Okay.
Easily.
Great. So let's talk about the new characters in this movie. So shall we start with
I
the
already
professor?
introduced it. I introduced Sirius Black. Now let's move on to Professor Remus Lupin, Defense
Mm-hmm.
Against the Dark Arts teacher for Harry's third year.
Wow.
I've got to say he is the best teacher of all Defense
Yeah.
Against the Dark Arts. I mean,
Right.
seriously.
Seriously?
Okay, that
No,
was
I
just a very
think yeah. Right. No, he was, I think, even one of the favorite characters. So if I look at all the characters that I've liked in Harry Potter, I think I liked Professor Lupin one of the most.
yes, same. He is very nice, and he knew Harry's dad and mom both.
Hmm.
And the way he described Harry's dad, James, was really funny because he was like, your father had a, shall we say, talent for trouble. A talent, and he continues, a talent which rumor has it he passed on to you. Because Harry is always in trouble.
Right.
Ron even says in their sixth year, it's like so when McGonagall asked them in their sixth year, they're like, whenever something happens, why is it always you three? He's like, and then Ron goes, believe me, I've been asking myself that question for 6 years.
I
They're
know
always
that's
around when something goes bad. That
right.
always happens.
No, that does happen. So now tell me. So Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and what about Scabbers?
Scabbers was introduced way ago. There's another character, Peter Pettigrew, who's
Right.
how McGonagall describes him is little lump of a boy, always trailing after Sirius Black.
Right. So what is the story about Peter Pettigrew?
That we'll get to later. First, you have to
Okay.
start with the plot. Otherwise, it's just big spoiler ahead.
Oh my God. Okay. So let's then start with the plot. So what is the plot for the third movie?
Let's just straight away go into the plot.
Okay. All yours.
First, I need to ask all the people who are watching, do you solemnly swear that you are up to no good?
I'm sure all the Potterheads would relate to that you're talking about the Murderous map.
Marauders map.
Murderous map. Yes.
Fred and George gave it to Harry. That there are 7 secret passageways out of the castle, all mapped out in this.
Wow.
And this was made by Messrs. Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. We will be revealing their identities near the end.
Okay. You want me to be the spoiler now?
No,
Okay. So to every
no
to so
spoilers.
everybody got it, Suhani. And for all of them who are here right now and listening to us on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, the Morudis map that you see, that's something that Suhani got printed and made it, from I think about 31 sheets of paper together, and the level
Technically, I
of,
didn't make it. I glued it together.
yeah, you glued it together, so all 31 sheets put together in the way that it was required to look like an exact replica of the original Meridus map. That's something you've made, and I think I really like that, Swani. So just wanted to say good work on that.
Thank-
Great. So let's talk about the plot, Suhani. So now you started talking about. So shall we start with our favorite Dursleys?
Yes. Of,
Okay.
I am sure there's none of our favorites, but it's just a term, isn't it?
Right. So.
So Harry was at the Dursleys for his summer holidays. So the Dursleys' Aunt Marge comes. Aunt
Mhm.
Marge.
Yes.
Vernon Dursley's sister, Marge.
Right.
So she insults Harry and his parents.
Mhm.
So then Harry accidentally inflates her, then
Right.
runs away from home, fearing expulsion from school.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's kind of a stupid thing to do, Harry. To
Okay.
quote Lockhart, Harry, 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 why did you do that? Why did you even
Perfect.
do that? Like,
Perfect.
running away from home is a very stupid thing to do,
Right. It
even
is.
if you're living at someone who literally hates you.
Right. But I somewhere think that Dursleys were very mean to Harry. I think they actually didn't even treat him like a human being.
Yeah, believe me.
They didn't, right? And when
They
Aunt
almost
Marge,
treated him like Dobby.
yeah, actually, literally, you're right. So Harry Potter, when he started, when he inflated Aunt Marge, and she was up in the air, and when Harry left, what happened then?
So then what happened was he ran a little. He got
Mm-hmm.
tired, of course. He sat down and he saw these creaky things. Like it was looking very spooky. Spooky. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then he saw a giant black dog just staring at him. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's gone.
Right. And it's gone because at the same time something arrived there.
Yes, the night bus. A triple decker purple bus, which is for emergency transport for any standard rich or wizard. And then
Wow.
and then this is how he says, "I'm Stan Shumpike and I'm gonna be your conductor this evening." He's like, "What you doing down there?" And he's like, "I fell over." And he's like, "What you fell over for?" It's like, "I didn't do it on purpose. Literally fell over." Like, "What you fell over for?"
Perfect.
So
So about the night
and
bus,
then you
go
were
ahead.
saying,
Sorry, sir. No, no, go ahead.
hmm. And then he goes to the leaky cauldron where the Minister of Magic, Cornelius Fudge, asked Harry to stay in Diagon Alley for his own protection.
Right. But
While
Swani,
he's
just
like,
before you go into the diagonal alley, I want you to tell me about the way the entire scene of Night Bus was shooted. The
oh
technical, yeah, the technicalities which were involved in shooting that scene. Which you
yeah,
had described to me earlier.
to make
Yeah.
the night bus appear as if it was zipping through traffic at extremely high speed, the scenes were filmed with the bus driving at normal speed and the rest of the traffic driving at snail's pace. The
Mm-hmm,
film was
mm-hmm.
advanced through the camera at a slower rate than it would eventually advance on screen. So when the
Wow.
scene was played back at normal speed, the bus appeared to be driving super fast.
Super. What a technique, yeah. Because actually, when you see the movie, you actually are surprised the way the bus moves across. And the best
It
was
just
when
goes
there
like
were.
zooey, zooey, zooey.
Right. So great.
It
So now
literally,
let's.
there was one scene in the night bus thing, little old lady at 12 o'clock early. And then he was like, 1, 2. No, so he was like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3 and 1/4, 2. And zoop.
I know that was that
And
was
then
that
they
was
go through
insane.
two double deckers. They just
I know.
And then that head says, "Why the long faces?" Because it's literally shut down, so it looks long faces. You know, got that?
Got it. Got it.
So,
And that's where I think that's where the first time in the newspaper that the conductor was reading is where Harry came across this news, right, about Sirius Black.
yeah, that's when he came across Sirius Black.
Okay, great. So you're
So
talking about the Ministry of
he's
Magic
like,
Minister,
so after that introduction of Sirius Black, he's like, oh, he was a big supporter of you know who.
hmm.
Reckon you've heard of him? And then Harry's like, yeah, him I've heard of.
Right,
He didn't go like, yeah, in his head he was probably like, yeah, I defeated him 3 times already. Of course I know him.
right. Okay, great. So let's now
So,
get on to the
so then
Hogwarts.
when he's living at the Leaky Cauldron, he
Hmm.
meets his friends Hermione and Ron,
Right,
and they're pretty nice. And then before leaving for Hogwarts, Harry learns from Arthur that Sirius Black is a convicted murderer from the Wizarding world and has escaped from wizard prison Azkaban to kill Harry.
right. Okay.
Okay,
But
so
you know,
basically,
there is a plot which is connected to this news, right? Do you want to share that plot right now, which is not in the movie but is there in the books?
what plot?
About why did Sirius Black escape from the prisoner, the prison of Azkaban? You know,
Um,
where he
that
saw the.
that plot will be explained a little later. But
Okay.
before that,
Hmm.
just before that, there was a newspaper of the
Okay.
Weasleys going to Egypt.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
just playing an important role. Okay, so maybe jot it down. Weasleys go to Egypt newspaper.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm half joking
Okay.
because it's a very important point. Also,
Hmm.
so when Ron asks that, have you been showing that newspaper to everyone? And then friends just go like, no, just Tom. Not if you count Tom, the day maid, the night maid, the cook, the chef, the that bloke something, and then that wizard from Belgium. I'm like, okay, Fred and George, that was literally everyone.
They were one of the wittiest people, I think, in Harry Potter series.
The best pranksters.
The best pranksters.
Second best, you know,
So whom
maybe
would you name as the first one?
these guys.
Okay.
I mean, literally, they created a map that marks out every person's movements, even people who are under the invisibility cloaks or animagus.
My God.
Like,
Okay.
seriously. And even the ghosts are not left out. Like, seriously. This is the homunculus charm, which is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this, I know how it was. The homunculus charm is a very complex charm. And for them to master it in their 5th year is amazing.
Beautiful. Great. So
So,
what happens next? Yes.
on the way to Hogwarts in the train,
Mm-hmm.
obviously,
Mm-hmm.
Harry tells Ron and Hermione all about what Ron's dad told him. And then uh, a Dementor comes, causing Harry to relive his parents' deaths before fainting. And the
Mm-hmm.
new defense against the dark arts teacher, Remus Lupin, protects him from the Dementor. And they learn that Dementors will be patrolling the school in an attempt to catch Black.
Right. Okay.
So, also, uh, sorry. Also,
No problem.
if
Hmm.
like, um, also Remus Lupin gives Harry chocolate, which has medicinal properties, even in the Wizarding world. So, there's a little bit of science that goes into it. So basically, it releases a happy chemical in your brain, which
Mm-hmm.
basically helps you through a Dementor attack, apparently.
Wow. My God. Okay. I didn't know about this the science story behind the chocolate.
Hmm. And during a Quidditch match, so
Mm-hmm.
Harry faints and falls off his broom. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and after
Mm-hmm.
that, the Dementors invade the field, and the broom is destroyed by the
Mm-hmm.
Whomping Willow. Okay, before the scene happens, there's actually a little thing. Harry
Mm-hmm.
meets Buckbeak,
Hmm.
Hagrid's hippogriff,
Right. Oh, I love
and
Harry's pets. Hagrid's pets. I'm
Hagrid's
sorry.
pets,
Yeah.
even Fluffy
Yes. So
and Aratak.
tell us about the Buckbeak,
So
the
Buckbeak is
hippogriff.
actually one of the sweetest pets of Hagrid's. Sorry, why am I saying Harry? Okay. So he is a hippogriff, which means he is a very proud creature, and you do not want to insult a hippogriff,
Okay.
which is something Malfoy does.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
guy.
And that's why Malfoy pays the price.
Yep, he does. And then he goes, Skullman, Skullman. He's so over drama. He's like a over drama person.
Right.
So then, so Harry even gets to ride Buckbeak, and that is amazing.
Mhm.
He goes across the Hogwarts, maybe for a full round, and lands back in the Forbidden Forest.
Right. But tell me a reason, Suhani, why was a Buckbeak ordered for them to slaughter it?
Because it hurt Malfoy, and you know how Draco's dad is.
Right. So it is Lucius Malfoy who termed this beast to be one of the most dangerous beasts, and hence
Yes.
ordered or hence got the board to decide that we should slaughter the beast and not let it be around Hogwarts.
So that Quidditch match thing happened, and his
Hmm.
broom is destroyed, Harry's broom. And
Hmm.
afterwards, Professor Lupin teaches Harry how to defend himself from Dementors using the
Hmm.
Patronus charm.
Okay, great.
The
I think
Patronus
one of
charm, if
the
you don't know, is the uh, is the charm Expecto Patronum. You need a happy memory, and you need to literally focus on that happy memory and say this charm. It'll help you with. It'll create sort of like an invisible shield for the Dementor to feed itself on it and not you. Corporeal Patronuses are the most hardest to conjure, which are like animals which actually drive away the Dementors. This shield is only for Dementors to uh, suck on the happiness on the charm, not you. It's not a permanent solution. But if you have a Corporeal Patronus, it will literally drive away Dementors.
Okay, perfect. So, but tell me, Suhani, and this is for all the people who are listening to us right now and with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. If you had to face Dementors and where to defend yourself from that, you had to have a happy memory. What would that happy memory be? And if you can, tell us, share with us about one of the happy memories that you have. And maybe a question to you, Suhani. This is a surprise question to you. If you had to have a happy memory to fight the Dementors, what would that happy memory be for you?
This might come just around the corner. Christmas. It's one of my
Okay.
favorite times of year, and
Uh-huh.
if you didn't know me, my dad and my mom, we all make chocolates for Santa, and we sit together and watch a Christmas movie together, and that's really fun. So I
Wonderful.
guess that's
Okay.
my happy memory.
Okay. Got it, Sonny. Great. So continue. We can go with the plot and talk more about what happens next.
So you know how I told you there's passageways out of the castle. So
Mm-hmm.
they give him the map right about now in the plot, and they tell him that the best passageway is the one-eyed witch passageway, which leads
Mm-hmm.
straight to Hogsmeade Cellar, which is the
Okay.
best sweet shop anyway. Not
Okay.
Hogsmeade, sorry, Honeydew Cellar.
Okay.
Leads straight to Hogsmeade Village. Okay, so Harry uses that, and so it's an illegal trip because he didn't get the Dursleys to sign it because of the whole Aunt Marge incident.
Okay.
So after that, Harry overhears a conversation between Fudge, McGonagall, Flitwick, and Hagrid.
Mm-hmm.
So Fudge is Cornelius Fudge, the minister, Minerva McGonagall, Rubius Hagrid, and Flitwick. Phyllis
Okay.
Flitwick, the charms teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Mm-hmm.
learns that Black is his godfather and had apparently betrayed his family to Voldemort and afterward has killed Peter Pettigrew, a family friend who
Mm-hmm.
confronted him
Okay.
when confronted by him.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so then Ron and Hermione don't become their friendship is not that great after when Ron believes that Hermione's cat Crookshanks has eaten his rat Scabbers.
Okay.
And when this is even better or worse, when Harry receives a top of the range firebolt, which is the best broom since the Nimbus 2000,
Mm-hmm.
as an anonymous Christmas present,
Mm-hmm.
Hermione gets it confiscated, fearing it might be jinxed by Sirius Black.
Okay.
Hermione, why did you get it confiscated? It's the best broom in the world. But I can
Okay.
tell how Hermione was feeling. She was like, it's the best broom in the world. Harry loves Quidditch. Couldn't be a coincidence, right?
Right. It couldn't be a
I mean, it
coincidence.
could have been just a plot by Sirius Black to jinx it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got how Hermione was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, next. So Hermione was become stressed by all her classes, some of which seem to occur at the same time. Then
Mm-hmm.
Hermione's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, Ron, how can somebody be in two places at once?"
Right. So tell me,
So,
Swani, I think what we need to do is we need to complete the plot because then I want to come to some of the fun facts and then also talk about the life lessons because I think life lessons from whatever feedbacks I've received is something that people like to hear and it also relates to our spice of life conversations. So
hmm.
so tell us
So then,
about the movie plot.
after
Yeah.
visiting Hagrid, uh, I'm just skipping a little because the whole uh,
Okay.
Malfoy thing. She just punches
Mm-hmm.
him straight on the face. That's fun.
That was brilliant.
That was, that was
Did I
she goes,
mimic?
that felt good. And then Ron was not like, not good, brilliant.
I love the
Yeah,
way Ron speaks.
yeah, he's very funny. So then, so after that, uh, he, they visit Hagrid because Buckbeak is gonna get executed.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hagrid's like, you better take better, Ron, you must take better care of your pets. And he has Scabbers. So then Scabbers bites Ron's finger and oh,
Okay.
and okay,
Thank
I
you,
just missed
Pooja.
the
I
comment
think
that you put.
right. I understood. So, Pooja, thank you for your comment. Swani just got stuck reading your comment. So, thank you for your comment.
Yeah, so
Yes, Swani. We'll send some sweets to Pooja.
yeah, so we will. So he bites Ron's finger, Scabbers, and runs into the Whomping Willow, like the
Mm-hmm.
tree Whomping Willow, the
Okay.
tree Whomping Willow. In the second
Right.
movie, Ron and Harry barely survived Whomping Willow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that tree, and then Ron runs. He runs fast,
Mm-hmm.
straight after Scabbers, and then Hermione and Ron almost like get beat up by the tree, but then they barely survive by going through the tunnel.
Harry and Hermione.
Hermione, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. So
So
tell us then how the story reveals because I think now we're getting interested in that story and want to move into what was that fun facts and the life lessons.
yes, so after this, they
Mm-hmm.
find Sirius Black, who was a dog who dragged
Mm-hmm.
Ron in back, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So after that happens, when he drags it in, it's Sirius Black who's the animagus form, and like Ron in the movie it was Hermione, but I think it should have been Ron. So it's
Mm-hmm.
Ron's line. He's like, if you're gonna kill Harry, you're gonna have to come through us first. And I mean, think about it. He's 13 years old and he's standing in front of a person who's killed 13 elder or like adults, and he's telling him not to kill his friend.
Yeah.
That's true friendship, Ron.
That's true courage. Absolutely. And
Ron.
thanks, Potterhead Kiran. So, Suhani,
So
for you to know, Kiran auntie, who's just mentioned Super Potterhead Suhani way to go, she's one of the Potterheads herself.
that's amazing. So and then what happens is Sirius Black's like, let's kill him. Like, only one will die tonight. Why do you have to be so crazy, Sirius Black? Like, and then Remus Lupin arrives
Hmm.
and disarms Harry and helps Sirius Black up. Plot twist! And then Hermione reveals that he's a werewolf.
Hmm.
So, and then they find out that
Hmm.
Peter Pettigrew is actually Scabbers. He's not dead.
Hmm.
And then you like find out that the Marauders map was created by Remus Lupin, Peter Pettigrew, and Sirius Black and James Potter. So since they had their names,
Hmm.
I'll tell you their names as well. I was going to tell you the creators, and here it
Hmm.
is. So Mooney was Remus, obviously, because of the
Hmm.
moon, the werewolf thing. Wormtail was Peter Pettigrew, Padfoot was Sirius, and Prongs was James.
Wow. So this was created actually by these four people.
Yes, and I mean, Fred and George would be shocked to know that they had given the Marauders map to the son of one of the creators. Like,
Yes,
so
that's beautiful.
after that, Remus Lupin becomes a werewolf, and then because it's a full moon, and then Peter Pettigrew escapes, and Harry and Black are chased to the lake where they are set upon by Dementors. And then Patronus, um,
So can you animate?
Patronus,
Can you animate the spell?
the
The
Patronus charm. There's a secret person who casts the Patronus charm. Expecto Patronum. There's a stag, silvery, with bushy
beautiful,
antlers.
awesome. Okay,
Okay,
thank you
so
for the animation.
yeah. So then, after that,
Mm-hmm.
they wake. Harry wakes up in the hospital wing, and Harry and Hermione are told that Black has been sentenced to have his soul sucked out by the Dementors.
Mm-hmm.
And Dumbledore tells Harry and Hermione to use Hermione's time turner, a device she'd been using to get to all her classes throughout the semester. It's a little teeny.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
time turner with you.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
Let's go back in time, people.
My God. So if let me ask this question to all of us, Suhani, all the people who are there with us right now. So if you had a time turner in your hand and you had to go back and alter something in your lives, what is it that you'd want to alter? And Suhani, if that
Hmm.
question is with you as well, that if you had to use this time turner to go back and alter something that's happening in your life, what would you want to go and alter? Surprise! See, my name is Twist. I throw twisters.
So, nothing really. matlab,
Okay,
Meaning really. Because, I mean, time turners are cool and all. So, nothing.
beautiful, great.
Because I don't know, I think my life's good just the way it is. I don't want to change it.
My God, I'll go with that as a life lesson. My life is good the way it is.
Yes. And then, so then they run back, and Harry is the one who casts the Patronus, who saves Harry. Wait, that sounds weird, doesn't it? So, present day Harry going back to past day Harry and saving him. Got that now?
Got that.
So then after that, Harry saves also Buckbeak, and then Black escapes and Buckbeak.
Okay.
And then Harry and Hermione return to hospital wing, and Ron's like, "You were there, but now you're there. Why have you been to different places?" And then Harry goes like, "Honestly, Ron, how can you be in two places at once?"
No, that was awesome. So if I have to capture Suhani, what we're saying is a Sirius Black, or what is the movie saying is that so Sirius Black was not the actual person who revealed things to Voldemort. It was Peter Pettigrew, and Peter Pettigrew actually betrayed uh, James and Lily and gave information to Voldemort of where they were hiding, or
Mhm.
where they could be found.
Yeah, and
And
even earlier, so when Remus and Sirius were gonna kill Peter Pettigrew, he was like, Harry goes, "Don't. We'll take him to the castle." He's like, "Why?" They're like, "This man." It's like, "I know, but he did. But I don't think my dad would have wanted his two best friends to become killers because of him."
right, right.
Isn't that
No, I
right?
think
I
that
mean,
was that
James.
was good, and that's where I think
And also,
while it has
and then Peter Pettigrew, and then he says, "We'll take you to the castle, and then the Dementors can have you."
right. So now tell me, Swani, I have missed read. I mean, I've not read the book this time. So do they reveal in the book that Sirius Black was then left, or the crime was taken away from him, and Peter Pettigrew was accused
Yeah.
for the whole
So what
information thing?
happened? Uh, so what happened was Sirius Black was there at the scene. He was trying to
Mm-hmm.
stop Peter Pettigrew.
Mm-hmm.
Pettigrew killed 12 people, cut off his
Okay.
own finger, and ran in his animagus form.
Oh,
You
okay.
got that
And
right.
therefore,
So that's why he
and
was accused of killing 13 people when only 12 died
so
in
12
reality.
of them died by Peter Pettigrew, and the 13th was expected that Peter Pettigrew himself died.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. What was I going to say? Yeah.
We were talking
Harry
about.
says. Harry
Hmm.
says that. Uh, so Harry stopped them from killing, and there was actually a sentence between Harry and Sirius. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of a cold. So then,
Okay.
Sirius Black, he says that dead, the truth lies with him. Alive, you're free.
Wow. Could you repeat that for me once again?
So he says to Sirius that dead, the truth lies with him. Alive,
Mm-hmm.
you're free.
Wow. Wow. What a beautiful way of putting that across. Suhani, thank you for sharing that. So if Peter Pettigrew is dead, the truth will go away with him. But if he's
I mean,
alive,
if Peter Pettigrew is dead, they'll be like, "Oh, he died. It's not true." Then it's like,
yeah,
and if they actually take Peter Pettigrew and be like, "He killed them. He's there. Question him. Use Veritas serum if you have to. Truth telling
right.
serum. Don't ask."
Perfect.
So then,
Okay.
after they so then when since Snape is so annoyed by the whole Sirius Black is escaped.
Mm-hmm.
Snape lets slip that Lupin is a werewolf, forcing
Right.
Lupin to resign. Hmm.
Hmm.
And then Harry returns to King Cross with his friends and receive a letter from Black informing him that he sent the firebolt and giving him permission to visit Hogsmeade next year.
Beautiful. That's so nice.
And should I
So,
tell you about that photo now? Because that earlier in the film there was the newspaper article with photograph of Weasley family in Egypt. Though
mm-hmm.
it is
Mm-hmm.
never again mentioned in the movie, this is a very important plot point in the book.
Okay.
While on
Okay.
inspection and while on inspection of Askaban, the Minister of Magic had a copy of the paper and gave it to Sirius Black, who recognized Peter Pettigrew disguised as Stabbers. Because if you've seen, like, he was your best friend, you saw him transform at least 1,000 times, you would identify him easily.
Hmm.
Or
Hmm.
should I say Weasley?
Weasley. So, okay, so now if I connect the dots, so when the newspaper reached Azkaban, Sirius Black saw the newspaper in which he saw scabbards in hands of Ron, and he realized that this is Peter Pettigrew and he's alive, and that's where he wanted
And
to
that's how
chase.
he found out how to track down Peter Pettigrew.
Right.
And how
Okay.
he stayed sane in Azkaban was that I knew that even after all this, I was innocent. It wasn't exactly a happy memory, so that so the Dementors were not able to suck it out of me.
Wow. Okay.
It's like that. So
Great.
okay, and then
So can we
some
come to the
life
life?
lessons.
Yes. Let's
Yeah,
talk
some
about the
life
life lessons.
lessons are like communication, because uh, uh, also known as uh, Sirius, please use your brain. No, seriously, talk to your friends. Talk to them. Serious, this goes especially for you. I mean, if you had enough logical reasoning to get into Gryffindor Tower, you could have had that much logical reasoning and could have convinced Remus.
Hmm.
I mean, you did turn into animagus for that guy. You would understand, right?
Right. Perfect.
And also, animals are smarter than humans.
So before you go to the second one, if communication is the key, where you talk about crying out loud and using your brain, how is that important for you, Suhani, in your life lessons?
So
How
if
do
you
you
like,
use it?
so communication, clear communication. So if you say that, oh, I'll be a few minutes. So if you say like your friend is calling you down and you say, I'll be a few minutes, and you take an hour. So you're like, okay, what? I'm like, oh, it'll just be 15 minutes. I'll be like, okay, more or less. Okay, that's fine. You gave an
Right,
approximate. That's
right.
clear communication. Just an example of real life.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Suhani.
Also, animals are smarter than humans,
Okay. And why
especially
do
in
you
the
say
Harry
that?
Potter universe.
Hmm.
Crookshanks is seriously the unsung hero of the book, or he would have been had Ron not been there to thwart his plans.
Okay. Hey, tell us something
Because
about Crookshanks. So who is
Crookshanks was
Crookshanks?
part weasel. He was a really smart cat, and he found out about Sirius Black and was kind of helping Sirius Black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I think
I
even I
mean
did not know about this law.
Hermione's cat is the smartest cat in the world. Hermione is
Which
the
was,
brightest witch of her age.
which goes without saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So then, Scabbers is truly the villain we never knew we were facing. So
Hmm.
Scabbers is also part animal, if you count it like that. And
Wow.
even Hedwig is seems smarter than some of the humans.
Oh, is
And
it?
let's not forget Mrs. Norris. She's scary
Right. And
and
I think,
displays more common sense than Remus, Sirius, and Snape combined.
my God. And where does this sentence come from for Mrs. Norris?
I'm guessing Wikipedia.
Okay. Okay. Got
Okay,
it,
so
Suhani.
and
Yeah.
over here, it would be fun to be an animal in the Harry Potter universe. You'd be way more smarter than the actual humans.
I think which is right because after listening to all these comments that you made for Hedwig and Mrs. Norris and Crookshanks, I wish. So if you were to be an animal in Harry Potter, Swani, what animal would you choose to be?
Me,
Yeah.
Mrs. Norris.
Okay.
She's the
and
smartest, believe
and
me.
to all the audience
Actually,
listening to
not
us.
really. Actually,
Hmm,
not really, because she helps Filch, and I hate Filch because I love the Weasley twins.
perfect. So okay, forget about Harry Potter, Swani. If you were given a choice to be an animal, what animal would you choose and why?
A black cat.
Okay, and why would you choose it?
With beautiful green eyes. Yeah, because I don't find these unlucky things to be unlucky. They're actually my lucky things. I love black
Mm-hmm.
cats and the number 13.
My God. Okay. And
So,
I'll leave the audience, Swani, with that question is that if you were to be an animal, what animal would you prefer to be and why? So if you ask me, Swani, what animal would I prefer to be? I think I would prefer to be an elephant, not by size for sure, but because animals are very witty, they're very intelligent, and they love being in
and
herds.
elephant's brain is very smart. if you
Right.
realize.
They're very smart, intelligent, and they love to be in their community. They love to be in their herd.
That actually
So
makes sense with you.
yes, I love. I would love, or I would choose to be an animal like elephant. Okay, let's go to the third life lesson from this movie.
Yes, you make your own future. So you need to forget divination or even Trelawney or death
Mhm.
omens or good omens or any omens really. The future is not a set thing that you have no possibility of affecting. The future is constantly changing because we make our own future. And yes, sometimes we mess up, but other times we almost get it right. Almost. Even if we need a time turner to do so.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I love that point, Swani, where where it's mentioned that you make your own future, and no deviation, no predictions, no anything. All of them can be used for as a guide to motivate you or to inspire you. But I think you create your own future.
Yeah,
So
the future is constantly changing and it
right,
changes with every one of us, even if we realize it or not.
right. So what is the future that you're up to creating for yourself, Swani? Again, a twister.
Maybe writing.
Okay.
Writing and storytelling is the two talents that I'm showing right now. And I'm also a
Mm-hmm.
pretty fast reader.
Wow. Okay. Great. Wish you all the best, Suhani. And if this sentence is something. So Poonam, thank you for saying dolphin because she's helpful, loving, and intelligent. And I think I can, knowing you, I know you resonate and you express all these three things about yourself. So now the next question to all the audience, Suhani, here is that what is the future that they are up to creating?
Hmm.
What difference are they up to making in the world? So let's hear it from people on what they want to share, and we'll keep tracking those, and we'll pick up some of those in the next conversation to talk about it. Great. So Swani, what's next for us for today?
The one of my favorite life lessons right now is good
Hmm.
memories keep us afloat. Also known as focus on the good, push away the bad. I'll go
Perfect.
in a little bit more into the detail. So
Okay.
hang on to the good moments. They make you happier. They make you smarter. They make you stand taller against a diversity. And they can even help against dementors. So don't
Right.
focus on the bad things that have happened
Right.
to you. We all go through hard times. Focus on the good moments and stand tall. They make for a great cordial patronus.
Superb, superb. And I'm linking that. So, Dementors, if I look at in our life, are all the challenges and all the moments that suck up our energy or want to suck up the everything that we have. And there, these happy moments, the things that you cherish in life, if you have them, they make you stand tall and fight against all of those challenges.
Yes, basically you can push through all the hard challenges if you have the right happy memories. And kind
Beautiful.
of like a corporal patronus, right? I mean, it's
Right.
just like it drives away the bad,
Mm-hmm. It
basically.
does. It does. Wonderful. Great, Suhani. So, anything else before we close the conversation for today?
Mm, maybe.
Okay. And what would
So,
that be?
so you still haven't answered my first question. Do you
And which was?
solemnly swear you're up to no good?
Suhani, sorry, your voice, we lost your voice for a moment. Could
Sorry.
you repeat that?
Yes. Do you solemnly swear that you are up to no good?
Do you solemnly swear that you're up to no good? Oh, no, I never do that.
No, I mean like it's like a fun thing, basically.
Oh,
Meaning like, would
I
you love the Marauders map? Would you use it? Would you love to go to Hogwarts?
I do, I do.
Yeah. Just
I
make
would
sure
love
you're
to
not
go to
Snape.
Hogwarts. I will not. No, I think I like Snape. I like his character. I like his dedication. I like the way he carries himself.
There's actually a little more into Snape,
Hmm.
and I don't know why people think he's better than James, but there's a little more into that, so I'll tell you later.
So, any cliffhangers for the next session, Suhani?
This was a huge cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
Okay.
And there's a little more into Snape Lily backstory.
Oh, so secrets are coming up. So stay tuned to all of you. Thank you for showering your love and blessings to us. All of you who are here, and we will stay connected. In the next
Can I
session again.
can
Yes,
I do the
Sonali, yours.
ending, please?
Please, all
Uh,
yours.
so for we will see you again later. And for now, mischief managed. Okay, really, mischief managed. The
Mischief
mischief people
managed.
gone.
Yes,
Bye.
gone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.